Okay, so welcome back. Yesterday I spoke to you guys about, I was giving out a few tips on how to get started. And yesterday's message was basically about accepting yourself and accepting that this isn't, your weight loss journey is just, it's not going to be a quick fix. It's going to be a long, long trail of bumps, and it's going to be successful. You're going to have failures. You're going to have so many different things that are going to come at you, and so at so many different angles, and you have to learn how to adapt. And then, if you woke up this morning, you put on a pair of pants and they're so tight and you're just really uncomfortable and you're frustrated and you're just ready to get this weight off, just really be patient and understand that that's just temporary. If you're willing to put forth the effort and the time and really make it happen, then all of that stuff is just like 4 or 5 months from now, I mean, you're going to be awesome. You're going to be good. So you're not even going to be thinking about those tight pants. It's going to be a really liberating feeling to know that you're actually doing it. You're on your journey. So today's tip is about setting goals. And what I did was I found an article on Women's Health magazine that kind of breaks down just some really simple ways to go about it. So they actually use the acronym, we're using the word SMART as an acronym, and starting with S, we're looking at specifics, setting specific goals. So that could be, instead of saying I want to get healthy, or I want to lose weight, you're going to be more specific and say, I want to lose 50 pounds, or I want to lose 10 pounds, or I want to lose 15% of my body weight, And one of the things that does is it gives you a clear picture of what you're really trying to accomplish. And so you're not just being so vague that it doesn't really have as much of that focus, I guess. So that's one really good start. So setting specific goals, okay? The next thing is measurable. So that's the M in SMART. So you should set measurable goals that help to quantify your progress. So it could be that you want to set smaller goals every week. For example, I want to lose 1 pound or 1 to 2 pounds, which is actually pretty safe. 1 to 2 pounds a week. And so what's today? Saturday. So you can say by next Saturday I want to lose 1 pound. Sorry, I want to lose 1 pound. And so by weighing yourself, you're actually able to see that progress. It's not just something that you're guessing, oh yeah, I lost 1 pound today. You actually know. Another way of quantifying your progress is to take body measurements. So sometimes you may not lose body fat, but you'll gain muscle. And so it's frustrating if you don't see the scale move. And if you're gaining muscle, then you might be you're tightening up in other areas, and so you will maybe notice that you've lost like 2 or 3 inches or something. And then also take progress pictures. That's another good way to visually see the changes that you're making. Because when you're looking at yourself in the mirror every single day, you may not see those changes for a while. And so when you take pictures, it's just another way. It's another way for you to see it from a different perspective. The next thing is setting attainable goals. So other ways, don't set yourself up for disappointment. If you know that you only have about a 45-minute window to work out during the weekday or on the weekend, depending on your schedule, don't set yourself up and say, oh, I'm going to work out an hour a day. Because that may happen every once in a while, but if you're consistently unable to do it, then you may get discouraged and you may not want to put forth as much effort. So be mindful of that. Don't overdo it in the beginning. Just make gradual changes based on your schedule, based on your lifestyle, and also your needs. And then that brings me to the next part, which is being realistic. So setting realistic goals that are achievable. And also challenge yourself too. But you want to be realistic and set goals and have a plan so that you kind of have a path, something that you can actually, follow, and something that's not so extreme that you can't keep up with it. And let me see, what do they say here? But yeah, if you're dropping more than like 2 pounds or something like that a week, and you want to lose like 5 or 6 pounds a week, I mean, they do that. That's like the Biggest Loser, extreme weight loss makeover kind of stuff. And keep in mind that those people have specialists and experts on those shows who help them out. But in the real world, in real time, it's safe to lose about 1 to 2 pounds a week. If you're losing more than that, then you might want to slow down. Unless you have like some sort of doctor's approval or you're on some special plan that your doctor prescribes. I really would say keep it real. Keep it real. Also, because when you first start losing weight in the beginning, if you have a lot of weight to lose, you will typically drop it a lot quicker, just because you have more to lose. But the closer you get to your ideal body weight, things start to slow down. It becomes harder to lose those last 10 or 15 pounds. I'm actually in that boat myself. I started at 253 pounds about 10 years ago, and I was losing weight, dropping it just like that. I mean, every little change that I was making, from eating more vegetables or eating less fried food and walking an extra 10 minutes, that kind of stuff, I was losing weight very nicely. And then when I got closer to my ideal weight, I mean, it just slowed down tremendously. And now that I'm also older, I was in my early 20s when I started losing weight, so now I'm in my early 30s, well, just turned 30, and the process is a lot tougher. Doesn't mean it's impossible, but I'm having to rethink the way that I'm going about working out. I'm rethinking the foods that I'm eating, trying to eat cleaner. So you have to be realistic. Don't set yourself up for too much in the beginning. And don't think that just because, you're not losing 4 or 5 pounds in a week, that it's not working. 1 to 2 pounds a week is actually awesome. It's a pretty good start, and it's pretty consistent. And it also helps you in the long run with like excess skin and stuff. Because when you lose weight too quickly, your skin doesn't have time to adapt to the new you. And so think about that kind of stuff. Just keep it real, be realistic. And then the final thing that they say here is that you want to be time sensitive. You want to set goals that are time sensitive. And so that's basically setting deadlines. So when you're setting deadlines, again, that gives you a focus. It gives you an idea of where you want to be by a certain time. So, you want to lose 1 pound by next Saturday. That's pretty realistic. It gives you something to look forward to. It also gives you, it makes it more exciting to me. I mean, I think it can be really fun because, if you lose that 1 pound next week, then you might reward yourself with a manicure, or you might, you're 1 pound closer, 1 pound less, but you're getting closer to your goal. And then, ideally, you might want to give yourself maybe a year to drop 75 to 100 pounds if, you have a significant amount of weight to lose. And again, I mean, this just stresses the fact that it takes time to lose weight. You didn't gain weight overnight, and you're definitely not going to lose it overnight. You have to burn 3,500 calories to lose 1 pound of fat. And if you're burning about 500 calories a day, that's a week. I mean, that's just basic math. That's just basically what it breaks down to. Those are just some really, really basic ideas to get you started. And I'm also going to post this link at the bottom so you guys can go to it and read it. There's also some other related articles. But I also want to add something to this. I think it's very important that you write down your goals, and that you also you write out a plan. Even if you don't follow every single thing on your plan, at least you have an idea, you have a focus, you have something that you can come back to if you kind of stray away from it. And also it's a reminder. It's kind of a visual reminder of what you're setting out to do, because sometimes you can put your goals on the back burner, and it no longer becomes a focus. It no longer becomes that important to you. But when you write it down, it kind of makes it that much more real. It's like writing a contract, making a contract with yourself. And I think that's really, I mean, that really helped me a lot. And I still write goals, and I still do, you know, little things to help me get um, through my down times. And I'm gonna put this link up for you guys to check out this page. And that was again from Women's Health Magazine. And that is my tip of the day. So keep it simple and get smart and set some goals. And I hope you guys have an awesome weekend and take care. Bye.